Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Michele Tomea from Thailand Chamber of Commerce. Together with us today, we have Mr. Akkapol Senanarong, Director of Agricultural Engineering. He will deliver like a video presentation. And of course, as you know, receiving the invitation to your email, today we are talking about smart farming, the future of agriculture in Thailand. As you probably know, Thailand also mentioned and describe itself as the kitchen of the world. And as a kitchen of the world, Thailand is a producer of course, several ingredients, but also is very strong in farming. Today with us, we have also several professionals from several Italian companies located in Italy, consortium of companies, and also professional based in Thailand that work in, let's say, farm project or distributor of machineries for farms. So I'm just waiting like maybe 1-2 minutes more just to allow everyone to enter our virtual seminar. So I see many people from Italy. Good morning, Jacopo. Ciao, Marco. Thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure to see, like, after this long period of COVID, so many professionals still connected to TICC. Ciao, Angelo. Thank you for connecting. And I see also new faces. Mr. Aldo, thank you for connecting with us. And as I said, together with us, we have a pleasure to have Mr. Akkapol Senanarong, Director of Agricultural Engineering Research Institute in the Department of Agriculture of Thailand. As a background education, he has a Master of Philosophy at the Faculty of Agriculture of Newcastle University from UK. And he holds a Bachelor in Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, at the Faculty of Engineering of Makkasan University in Thailand. Today we are talking about smart farming. Very soon he will deliver a video presentation for everyone. And after the presentation, there will be a Q&A session in which Mr. Akkapol will be able to reply to your requests and inquiries. From our side, as a Chamber of Commerce, we will publish the registration of the event, and we will upload it on the YouTube channel of the TICC very soon, and make it available for everyone. Of course, if you have any inquiries, you can also contact my office. We will liaise with the Ministry, the Department of Agriculture for further information. And okay, with no much further ado, I will start to share the screen with this video presentation. Thank you, everyone, for attending this event, and thank you, Mr. Akkapol, for your time. We really appreciate.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to give a presentation about smart farming. Is it the future of agriculture in Thailand? Next slide, please. Can you turn the slide? Next, please. First, I would like to give you some idea of the present status of farm machinery in Thailand. Next, please. Next slide, please. I cannot see anything now.
Oh. Start my video like this.
Can you make it flow? I can speak on time.
Okay.
Okay, now. This is the example of the farm machinery that produced in Thailand. This is crawler, rotary tiller. It is very popular in Thai paddy field. There are many factories produce this kind of machine in Thailand. Many parts of the machine are from overseas. Many of them from Italy too, like gearbox. This is a rice combine harvester. It was developed more than 30 years ago. This kind of combine harvester now around Thailand paddy field. Many parts of this harvester come from Italy too. Gearbox and hydraulic transmission. This is a corn combine harvester. Produced in Thailand too. Also sugarcane harvester. This kind of machine produced in Thailand, but most of the parts come from Western country. Engine, transmission. This is just the example of the farm machinery that produced and used around the country in Thailand. But something like sugarcane harvester, Thailand also import from overseas, and most of them second-hand harvester. Next slide, please. This is the statistic to show that why Thailand has strong capability of producing and develop farm machinery in Thailand, because Thailand also produce a lot of vehicle parts, and this is the list of countries by motor vehicle production. Last 2 years, Thailand ranked number 11. For some basic farm machinery like tractor, it is better for Thailand to joint venture with the overseas company. Look like Kubota. In the past, Thailand import small tractor, 100%. Most of them second-hand. But now, at the present, most of small tractor that Thai farmer use is made in Thailand. Kubota tractor, very big factory here. So for medium size or large size tractor, at present most of the tractor Thai farmer use second-hand import from overseas. Or we hope that someday some company will decide to launch a factory for large tractor in Thailand. I believe it will be success like Kubota. In Thailand also is a main target for farm machinery exhibition in Southeast Asia. For example, this May, the next 2 months, will be Agritechnica Asia show in Bangkok. There are a lot of machines from overseas will come here to show for Thai farmer and also for the Southeast Asia country that will come here to look around for the exhibition. It is a good place for overseas company to make a show in Thailand. Next slide, please. Now come to the topic about smart farming. I think if Thailand will go to smart farming, it should be like in the past that we have done before. The main point is that Thai researcher should do some research and development, join with the factory in Thailand to use so we can develop our own technology for smart farming. In Thailand, my institute have a duty to do some research about smart farming in the past 3 years. I will show you some of the research that we have been done. Next slide, please. This 10 years ago, it is the beginning of precision farming in Thailand. I test the GPS tractor for sugarcane field. It's quite a long time, 10 years, but I can say that the company, many company, not only Massive Solution, but many company can sell only 100 units in the past 10 years. Not quite success, but it's just beginning. So in the past, so we start to study about something about embedded technology that can put inside the farm machinery or in the greenhouse. The most of the embedded technology that we use is Arduino, the Italy embedded board. But the program we use MATLAB Simulink. It is quite the best program to program the embedded technology. Very easy because it is the graphic. Yeah, but of course it's quite expensive. For me, I need to buy 2 million baht. But compared with the equipment in the workshop, it is not expensive. It can help a lot. You can do some project that you need to do with C language for 100 days, but you can use MATLAB Simulink in only 1 or 2 days in writing the code. Okay, next slide, please. There are many projects that have been done in the past 3 years. This is the example of precision farming fertilizer applicator for sugarcane with variable formula and rate technology. Because of Thailand have some background about agriculture, also about fertilizer, so it is easy to use, suitable for the. We can develop some simple machine to apply the fertilizer as the required from the map. And this is another example. It is a variable rate boom sprayer for sugarcane. This embedded technology will control the rate of the sprayer to constant, not depend on the speed of the tractor. It is easy to make a constant rate. Next slide, please. There are a lot of research about a smart greenhouse. This is the smart mushroom house that can control the temperature and humidity as required. Now they have more than 20 units around the country for testing. Also, this is smart greenhouse for vegetable to control the temperature, humidity, and the light shading from the sunlight as required. also this smart evaporative greenhouse. We can grow the Japanese tomato and Netherlands melon here in Bangkok easily. Next one, please. Next slide. This is a smart greenhouse for strawberry. Of course, you need air conditioned unit, yeah, but it can control everything. Yeah. So this can control the light, the humidity, and the temperature of the greenhouse. From this kind of project, now it start to test around the country for some kind of greenhouse like mushroom and tomato, and in the future maybe strawberry around the country. This just the example of smart farming that we have been done in the past 3 years, and also there are many projects going on about robot here, but it just start. So just to give you some idea what Thailand try to do about smart farming, and I hope that we can join something in the future, like in the past that we have success in develop farm machinery that use of many spare parts from Italy. Thank you, and maybe we have the time for some question. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Akkapol. There's some problem in display the presentation, but I hopefully thank you for taking the chance to actually explain. And I would like to ask also the audience if there is any request. You can either way type in the chat, or you can have the icon to raise the hand in the smart grid of Zoom. So you can, for example, you can raise the hand like this, and I will give you the word. But thank you for the insight. And I would like to ask maybe one of the first question in the audience about hydroponic. What is your vision for hydroponic? Now we saw also as a Chamber of Commerce, like several companies are developing this way of farming. We saw also restaurants in Bangkok that have literally booming with salad through hydroponic. What is your vision, and if there is any opportunity also for companies and entrepreneurs working in this way?
Okay, can you go back to the slide on vegetable? If it's possible.
Yes. This one.
This one also maybe the
previous
vegetable before this better. Yeah, this one also, but another one may be better. Another one, please. Okay. For vegetable, for my department, mainly we don't prefer hydroponic because of in the future we try to make everything organic. Now when we talk about smart greenhouse, it should be something more special than normal product. At the beginning, we use no chemical for protection the disease or any kind of disease, but we still use fertilizer. But in the future, we plan to use no chemical fertilizer, so it's better to grow in soil. And another thing that we found, you can see that we use fertilizer, but in the irrigation system. So it is the open system control, mean it is accurate. You don't need a feedback control like hydroponic. So after we test, it has no problem. We can use fertilizer once in the morning and give the water about 9 times per day after that. And the vegetable grow very well and very easy. You don't need to have any kind of feedback control. So this model is quite popular now in many farmers, better than use hydroponic. Yeah, but hydroponic still we use hydroponic for more than 20 years in the past. But after we try to go to next step with organic farming, so it is very difficult for to go with hydroponic. So it's better to use soil or artificial soil instead of hydroponic. Yeah. I will show you the next slide about strawberry. It's the same. Yeah, the next two slides. Another one. Also for strawberry, we use the irrigation system and put fertilizer together with irrigation system. It is better, and in the future we can change to organic easily. Now we use only chemical fertilizer, but no chemical for pesticide or herbicide. So it is easy to go to next step to be organic. Because if we pay a lot for smart, but need to do something like chemical agriculture, it will not work. In the concept of smart greenhouse, finally we should use less chemical, at least no pesticide, no herbicide, and the future 100% nothing. In fact, it is better than simple organic, because simple organic maybe you need to do something, but for greenhouse, smart greenhouse, you use only engineering knowledge only. So you don't need to have some kind of organic factor that normally used in organic agriculture. This greenhouse only can keep away from the bugs, also the disease, if we can control temperature and humidity correctly. So in the future we can use 100% organic with doing nothing, only the technology of greenhouse. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Also, if there is any other question from the audience, anything that you would like to ask, of course, about okay, Mr. Domenico Antico, I will give you the word. You can unmute yourself, Domenico.
Okay. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. Good afternoon to everybody here in Thailand. Good morning in Italy. This is Domenico Antico from Seco Thailand Fluid Control. Seco is a global leader in the dosing system. We produce a dosing system for different kind of application, from water supply. Most of the pumping station in Thailand are already equipped with our huge size pump for dosing the chemicals into the water to make potable those water. We have also a division that is working with agriculture, and we see a rising interest in the smart technologies in the Thailand market. Actually, we are just started with the market a couple years ago in Thailand. I have to say that there is a big interest. So I want just be, confirming innovative countries especially in this part of the world, in Asia, for agriculture. 47% of the Thailand soil is being used for agriculture. A lot of GDP account for about 8% of the Thailand GDP. Agriculture is one of the biggest exporters. So what I want to say is that we have here in Thailand all the products, technical support, distributors to support the Thailand companies, not only the farm, but all the, let me say, supply chain related to the agriculture, to the livestock, and well, we use our pumps also in industrial application. So just to say thank you for the opportunity to have this interesting view of this market in agriculture here in Thailand. And for sure, we will be at the Agritechnica in May with our team, and it will be a pleasure to meet you, to meet the team in Agritechnica in order to further develop the opportunities for not only for SECO but for all the Italian companies that are locally operative in the agriculture market here. So thank you very much for organizing this, and thank you for the amazing success of the Thailand agriculture market in the past 10 years and future development. Thank you very much.
Thank you a lot, Domenico. And it's interesting also. A company like SECO is one of the world leader for water pump. So of course, in Thailand, for let's say our region is actually a strategic area for this development, I believe.
I also use a lot of pump from Italy, very best irrigation system. A lot of Italy pump and equipment in irrigation, very yes. Good and good price too.
Actually, is totally true, because Italy is the second largest producer worldwide. In Italy, there are about 800 different companies producing pumps. Of course, any kind of pumps, from water pumps. Our pumps are specifically designed to those chemicals and to those liquids. So we are considered globally the expertise of the dosage. So for irrigation, for livestock, for farming, but also for industrial application, water supply. So yes, you are right. Italy is one of the leading leading countries in the manufacture of different kind of pumps. So, and well represented here in Thailand, and I think that the global exchange between Italy and Thailand is still growing also in this sector, not only in the most famous food and fashion. Thank you.
Thank you, Domenico. Mr. Akkapol, I would like to ask something that is, let's say, some technicality, and maybe perhaps you can help us in this. For example, today we have several Italian professionals, some of them connected from Italy. And the real question is, okay, if I want to enter the Thai market, especially, let's say, in agricultural business, what are the key sector, the key channel in which we can support good companies to find business in Thailand? Like could be through tender, let's say province that publish some tender in order to develop some type of farming way, or could be finding like a good distributor, and perhaps the Ministry of Agriculture, the Department of Agriculture of Thailand can help us also to address importers and distributors of machineries from your experience, because I understand you also visited Italy a lot of time.
I have been there many times.
What is your suggestion for all these professionals that are interested in developing in Thailand and Southeast Asia?
For farm machinery in Thailand, I can say most of farm machinery should be designed here. Even tractor, the Kubota tractor that sell in Thailand is not the same as sell in Japan. They design for special purpose for the Southeast Asia. They you need to do about some technical and also the cost of the tractor. But one thing that may be very important, if you look about the whole machine like tractor or combine harvester or sugarcane harvester, most farmers prefer the made in Thailand first. If it made in Thailand, most farmers will buy it. But if it import, they will buy second-hand one. That is Thai custom. So this is the very important rule to do business in Thailand about machinery in Thailand. Yeah. It's the same as the car. If you most car that we still import is if in the past it's a second hand until they open the factory here, so Thai people buy a new one from Thai factory. So the way to start business, but I can say for many countries cannot do like that. I understand. So it is better to join with some development of Thai local company. In fact, many in Italy already do like this. They have sell some part for Thai farm machinery and help a lot about technique for Thai farm machinery factory. But I cannot say the detail. Many Italy company or import company also phone me. Don't say about the detail. They worry about their market here. Some of my friends import a lot of parts from Italy. So there are many ways to do business here. Even the irrigation system, Italy quite a good one and cheap, not cheap but reasonable price. Maybe you in the future maybe expand a lot of the equipment here, because something like water pump, I believe Thai factory cannot make it. Thai factory prefer to do something like assembly, but not making part. So maybe I give you some idea like this. You can ask me more if you don't understand. Okay.
Thank you. And also from the audience, if anybody would like to ask or anything.
Yeah. Good morning. Good afternoon, Michele. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon.
I introduce myself. Is Marco Lusetti, sales manager of CPS Group. Is the member of the TICC. Our company is producing the crane, including for the mount and the crane in the trucks, and in some country using our small crane in the tractor. I don't know in the Thailand agriculture using the small crane in the tractor, like to pick up the coconuts, the grab some fruits or more, because no, I have exactly idea where he is using this machine in Thailand, in this sector.
Crane for harvesting coconut.
Yeah.
I don't think we have tried.
With a try, yeah.
It-
Because like to in the country close to Thailand, like to Malaysia and Singapore, many farm in agriculture farm using the small crane, you mountain in the trucks and working with the manpower for the collect the coconuts on the banana on another fruit in the pick up in the market. I don't know this application you have some way in Thailand. I don't know, because our core business is the big crane for the trucks, but I don't know in this small sector you have some sector for to enter or to introduce our company by TICC in this market.
You may come in the right time. Thailand just have the problem about the monkey to collect the coconut.
Yeah.
We never do a lot of research to solve the problem. I mean, in fact, we never have the problem before. We used monkey in the past, and we just have some problem to export the coconut that harvested by monkey.
Yeah.
So we do some try to do some research about use a human instead of a monkey, but it's not success. So we do some high ladder or something like that, but very expensive too. Yeah, maybe it's interesting. Yeah, but of course maybe you need, and we need to make a. I'm not sure it can use in the ordinary field or not, because I think you need the space under the coconut tree, right? The tractor and some crate. How high it is? What is the length of the crane?
Oh, it depends, because you have the small crane is about the length of 3 meters, 4 meters or more up. Depend of the tractor sector, the medium, the tons of the trucks. But in some cases, you use a small crane for the normal working day by day, like to the farm on Malaysia, on Singapore, or Indonesia too. Indonesia is very big farm of the coconut, of the banana farm, and the manpower, you cut the coconut, the banana, and the small tractor with the small crane, you pick up and put in the trailer for take out in the factory. I don't know, it's different application. It's possible with you receive by TICC, our company profile, include the special agriculture sector with our small crane. You put in the tractor, it's very easy. Just only PTO pump, the connect the tractor and move the crane. It's very easy. I don't know this is possible. Our crane is you move in this market in Thailand, because our crane normally you selling the crane for the mounting in the trucks on the trailer for the move some component, especially in the construction line. I don't know in the Thailand is the present this machinery for the agriculture farm. I don't know.
Yeah, the problem here, we talk about 10 meters.
Yeah.
Very high. And if you can solve the problem, it will be interesting. It nearly...
I understood. But by the way, our production for the tractor cranes, we have a different model and for different lengths and different ton pickup. And I think Michele is very apt to support you for information about our production, for introduce in your sector business. By the way, in case you have some request, I'm hoping to explain to you more information and so on.
Okay,
and so on,
thank you.
in this way.
Thank you, Marco. And Mr. Akkapol, before you mention about Agritechnica and North Asia, and just to mention, we are cooperating with organizer BNU to promote. And unfortunately, last year, 2020, was postponed. But of course, it's an industrial field that is very interesting for us, as I mentioned. So also this year, next year, we will be promoting Horti Asia and Agritechnica because they are also our partner. And one thing that could be interesting is also, let's say, about the smart farming. What about automation? Let's say Thailand is a producer of rice, producer also of dry fruit. Do you have knowledge of any, I don't know, system like conveyor belts used in farm to deliver in big silos, for example, the rice or any type of dry fruits? Or do you think like a conveyor belts, automated silos might be interesting to develop in Thailand, like in other countries like United States, Turkey, for example?
For silo conveyor in silo or something like that, I can say that there are a big company own the silo, and some of them already have I mean most of them already have conveyor, and I believe most of them import from overseas. Yeah, but for this kind of equipment, a big silo or something like that, it company business, and there are a lot of company that use import technology already for the silo, for the conveyor. Yeah, but for simple conveyor in the rice milling machine, Thai people already developed some equipment to use in the rice milling machine. By, of course, some of them light chain and sprocket we need to import, mostly from Germany. In Thailand, prefer Germany because there are a lot of school that study in German language here before. Yeah. So I been in Thailand, but for high technique, maybe in the company like CP or something like that, that very big company. But for local rice mill, they already have simple one.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hello, good afternoon. Can I say something about this topic? Can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Yes, thanks a lot for this, for introducing this topic. Important. We are a company based in Italy, and actually we are producing different kind of equipment for the mechanization of storage plants, as well as for the automation of storage. Can be silos, can be flat warehouse. I don't want to spend time now to introduce the company. If you are interested, I can send you through the Chamber of Commerce just some more information, and eventually we can arrange a call and I can give you a presentation about our solution. We are already working through the Chamber of Commerce with some Thai companies in order to develop solutions, especially focusing on the paddy rice, which is a quite critical problem, how to dry the paddy rice, how to stock the paddy rice, and how to distribute the paddy rice. So I don't want to abuse of your time. Thanks to the Italian Chamber of Commerce, eventually we'll try to get your email address and I will send you some information, and then we can set up another call. Thank you for the connection.
Thank you, Jacopo, for mentioning this. And of course, we will support every participant to be in touch with the department that Mr. Akkapol is managing. And of course, we are approaching our, let's say, hour of webinar. I don't know if anybody else would like to add something, or since you have the occasion now, if you like to ask one last question to Mr. Akkapol, that I thank a lot for his time today. But please let me know if you want to add anything to this presentation. Okay, no, it seems like we basically touch the main topics. Okay, Domenico approves. Thank you. Thank you a lot, Domenico. Okay, so just to recap, again, thank you a lot for your time. And if you allow us, we can share part of the presentation for the participant today.
Yes, yes, no problem.
And of course, we are very happy to liaise with our office, any professional, any company that is interested to browse more, scout more about the opportunities that Thailand is giving us to explore the market. At the moment, as you probably know, if you are located in Italy, thankfully, Thailand is not hit so badly by COVID. So we are able to do events in presence and we have a networking event, seminars in presence in Bangkok, but we are pushing, of course, to keep working on webinars to allow Italian companies to get connected to us. And hopefully, like some good news is also from Italian side, the vaccine is developed, distributed better from this week on. And on the other side, Thailand is also working to welcoming more foreigners with a vaccine passport certification in the upcoming months. So let's say we are let's say optimistic to resume soon meeting in presence and delegation either way from Italy and on the other way around from Thai to Italy again. Mr. Akkapol, would you like to sign the conclusion of the webinar? I let you the stage.
Maybe I hope that we can meet each other again to join something more to develop about smart farming between Italy and Thailand. I think it will be success like in the past that many parts from Italy already help to promote Thai farm machinery. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you a lot. Okay, approaching the conclusion of the webinar, thank you again. We will publish, we upload the video very soon on a YouTube channel. Happy Easter, everyone. If you are in Italy, you can celebrate. And again, Mr. Akkapol, thank you very much for your time, and thank you everyone for attending tonight and this afternoon, or this morning if you are in Italy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.